Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I have this humongous stack of the things that we have made. So right here are my 12 page ensembles, so that's the pages with everything filled in, and my embellished but not bulky pages, at least one of each. Those are all in here. So I'm going to show you a recap of everything that we made, and then hopefully tomorrow we're going to get to put these together and figure out how we're going to do it. So what I had done was I took my 8.5 by 11 pages, and that is what I've done. But I'm like wondering if they should be like cut in half. I don't know what I'm gonna do because this is huge. It's like humongous. Yeah, look at that. But it could be done. Okay, so our first one, it's an idea book, so it's okay. Our first one is our stencil page. So I stenciled on the back of a Dear Julie Julie digital. So that's my first digital. Remember, you need to use 12 pages of Dear Julie Julie digitals, and so that'll be my first one. And then I added an edge here with some wallpaper and some of the dyed paper, some of the gold, and the words, and stapling. Okay, so my stenciled paper, and that is my first one. So second was stamped pages. And so I did a few of them. I showed you several. And so I have those here that I can add in. So this was my main one that I was going to use. And then we have this one. And we have this one. So yeah, so we've got choices for stamped. Then I have my stack of sticker. So you take a blank sticker, usually it should be a store-bought sticker, and you build on top of that, because the whole idea is to use your stuff. And so this one, I went ahead and I did the quickie glue, and then I put down the gold leaf and added the little angel over here, the words, and the staples. And this is on a piece of fake homemade paper. Okay, so it looks like homemade paper. It's really pretty. So here we have another Dear Julie Julie digital, and it has the napkin that I chose, and I think this napkin came from Terry, came across the pond. And so we've got one of the winter girls, a sticker here, and a faux wax seal, and the gold. So digital, sticker, this, and the faux wax seal on the napkin paper. And the napkin paper is embossed. It's so cool. And then next we have the ink, and this one's called Use Distress Sponge and Ink Creatively. We went ahead, used the gold pad, and used the sponge to be the giant dots. Added this to the edge. And so that is our creative paper. And next we have this is the masterboard, and we've added a sticker and a digital here. And so that is our creative paper. And then this was our add lines. And we added lines here and here using the cardboard. And then we did this fun collage that actually looks like it's in the paper. And this is bubble paper, one of the pages of bubble paper that I had. Okay, next we have painted, and we have added an edge over here with the dryer sheet, added some flowers around. I painted here and here. One of my favorite things, the evergreen and holly painting. and using a piece of Sarita or Sarita Sales or Sarah's dyed paper. Next, I have strips of paper, and I chose to take off big pieces of strips, and I ended up with pockets. So I have a pocket here and a pocket here. I'm going to have to come back and fill these pockets with something. But there I have pockets, and then I just added this little goodie up here, and this, it's held on here, but it goes through and holds this on also. Okay, so, and then we added the edge. So that's our strips of paper, and I added pockets with my strips of paper. My thing was I wanted to actually add ideas to this journal as I was doing it, so not just adding the embossed paper. So this time for my embossed, I used an embossed napkin. This was the inside of my other napkin, and I went ahead and put this on, and I wanted to remember that the embossed, I mean, it looks amazing. Yeah, it looks amazing. And then I added the edge here, and this is on drawer liner paper. Okay, so this is bubbles, and so this was a bubble paper that Izzy and I made. And so, yeah, so here's our bubble paper. And then I stamped the big stamp. And then I added some sewing paper, sewing pattern, and the angel and the words there. So that was my not bulky, okay? So not bulky. And so adding, you know, the bubbles was the main part of this. And then we embellished it with that. So this was another of bubbles, and this one I went ahead and I just did the edge. Okay, so that gives me an extra page. Then this is dyed paper, and we went ahead and went along the edge where the doily was and cut it with fancy scissors. And so that was its technique that we added. And then we used this to add the envelope, the Dad's Bank envelope from the, it was not a mini challenge, it was the Friday freebie. This was one of the Friday freebies. You got this with the 3 angels on it, Dad's Bank envelope. So there's that. Okay, so those are our 12 page ideas. So this right here was the idea for the dyed paper. And so yeah, so there's our 12 ideas using the dyed, or using the papers and trying to make them, embellish them, but not make them bulky. Okay. And those ideas are great to add to the back of white cardstock or any white page, or any page that has white space or something on the back that you want to cover. So those are some of the ideas. So next we have our page ensembles. We'll start with our flip-flop. And so this was made from cardstock. And we added in a page and flipped it up, and here we have a tag, okay, that comes down over the top there. And here we have a little notebook with papers, stamped papers in it, and we had one of the antique closures on that. So so that those can both count as embellishments. That would give us 2. Here we have an journaling card, and so that would give us 3. This is from the cardstock dryer sheet ticket and the words, and it fits right into that pocket that we made on the flip-flop flap, and it comes over and gives us some great decoration. So this was from the Prima paper pad, and so I was excited to get to use that. Next we have our double tuck. And so this one we did on a Patreon printout or printable, and we used an envelope over here. It is decorated with digital, the embossed inside piece of the napkin, some blue ink, and the gold. So this is the decoration for the actual double tuck base. And then we have in our little double tuck here, we have a plain card with stitching, lace, a little gold flower, and staples, and it's a journaling card. And here we have the things to do. We've done the sponge ink dots with the sewing, and then digital and the trim. It's backed with avocado dyed paper. Both of them are backed with avocado dyed paper. So we sewed all those at the same time. This is the page. And then this folds over. We added these 3 strips of paper and built a pocket to put our flashcard in. And I've got, this is the matte side of the flashcard. We added one of the digitals and stamping and sewing around the edge, and again the avocado paper, avocado dyed paper, that fits right in there. And then we have a large card in here, and we've taken some of that embossed paper napkin and put it down here to look like a cloud. Added the dyed paper here. This is coffee dyed paper. This is that really neat paper from Sarah. And added the trim here, and then added some of the Tim Holtz words. We also rounded the corners. On the back, I did 2 pieces of the the middle of the napkin, covering it over. You can still see that there's music there, but you could write on that. And so I thought that was a great idea. So this is my double tuck, and yeah, so double tuck, and yeah, these were all pretty much journaling cards, so they don't really count as anything new. That's okay. Here we've got a corner double tuck with mystery. So here we have taken a piece of the wallpaper and a piece of Sarah's special paper, and we've made tucks here on another Dear Julie Julie digital from the Angel Kit. And so our mystery is mystery journaling space right here. We've brought in this piece of vintage paper, added just a little bit of the gold stamp there, and then one of the little hearts. We have a tag out of an index card. Added the eyelet up here, some of the dryer sheet there, and so that is for our first tuck. And then this was a paper. It's a dictionary paper, and coffee dyed or stenciled, or both, by Sarah. Added the angel here, and the lace, and the joy, and the staples. Okay, and that gave us some stability. And then on the back, I painted an area that you can write on, and then painted the corners. So yeah, so that is fun, and that gives us a large tag. And so there you go. Okay, so next we have our double edge pocket, and I did this one a little different. I went ahead and let's pull these out. So far we have 3 embellishment ideas. So this is where our double edge pocket is. We used a Dear Julie Julie digital. This came from the Angel Kit, and inked it. And so this went this way, and then we took the, this was computer paper, and we took that and we flipped it up, and that gave us these 2 pockets on this side. We stenciled behind them, added the lace and the ticket and the heart and the edging and inking. Okay, so all of those things have been done to the base. Then to fill our pockets, for this top pocket, we have a flip up, flip down note. This is using one of those pink calling cards that or invitations or something that I had from Mary Kay. And from my, this is actually from my mom's Mary Kay stash. Added some avocado paper. And then I decided to add this piece from the scrapbook paper and fold it over. Added the fun thread and a piece from the wallpaper and the heart, and that gave us our flip up, flip down card. That one's different, so that counts as 4. That's our 4th embellishment. And then here I call this a clipboard. Okay, so this can go on like anything. You can just go and clip it on, and usually they'll stay. This one is going to clip into the pocket. So it's going to come in the pocket and come across, and the decoration stays on the front. Okay, this particular one is this, I had cut this piece out for another thing. And so then I took one of the small tags and I used the angel from that and put it inside. Okay, and then I added this piece of pink lace, and this is a time card, and so you can flip that up and write in there if you want. You can flip that, you can write there, and that gives us our 5th different thing. So a clipboard note. Okay, clipboard note. Then you come over here and we have a hidden journaling card. I've added lace and ribbon across here to cover up the spot where we have cut this, and it pulls off, and you've got a fun purple index card. You just put it right back in there. Sure you do. Put it right back in there. We have digital there. The pink is some more of those pink cards from Mary Kay. I just brought those home from my mom's, so I'm glad I'm using them. So here I have a bookmark, and it's being held together with a band, and it has one of our little tickets on it, and it is stenciled around on the inside. I thought that that was fun. It fits nicely in this little pocket, yet gives you a lot of journaling space. Okay, I didn't want to add anything else because I didn't want to make it any thicker, but it fits perfect right in there. And so this is our double edge pocket, and because I did it different, I have this small page and this large page that are going to be on the opposite side that we'll be able to do something with. I think that that is really fun. Next we have our layered belly band with mystery. This one was fun. I used, I made this during the Friday Fun Day, and so this was part of the Friday Fun Day. You got the Dad's Bank envelope and this, I think, or maybe something else. But anyway, we've got, it says home for the holidays. These are the flaps from the envelope. The other ones are flapped up, and then you flip this up and you can go ahead and write in here, and you can open that out and write in there. So that is the mystery. The mystery is that it's journaling space, and it's secret. Okay, so there you go. That is your layered belly band. It's on top of a couple pieces of this lace and burlap. I cut it in, and then it went to either side. I started to have it up high. Okay, so this mess here, which I actually think is really cool now. And I decided it was up too high, so I pulled it off, and the blue stayed, and I was like, that's okay. It can stay. I actually like it. Added a heart here to make it look like it was on purpose. This is the tag. I just made a really pretty tag with the lace and the staples. This does need oh, and inking. Okay, so it's got lace, staples, and inking. Very simple, but I think it tells the story. This is a page ensemble, so that means it has to have all of the things. So that is included. Next, we have our tip in with lock. And this one, I used the little ticket here, added a digital and some of the gold, and that is our lock. Our tip in is from one of the large tags. Okay, so I've taken and put these two pieces together, and then this is yeah, I just put the two pieces together, and then this is from the other piece, but I glued it in and made a little border tuck. Now this is extra, so it just has to have something, and it's something just needs one thing done to it. Same here, the pocket is extra, so I just added some of the pretty bling. This one, I went ahead and I cut across. I glued the top down and glued the sides, and so I have a pocket, and that came from out of the tag. Okay, and there's the other. So it is a tip in, and it has a lock. Okay, tip in with a lock, tip in with a lock. Next we have our fold over tuck in tack. That was our 12 by 12 paper that we folded over, then we folded in, and we folded in, and you end up with 6 places that need embellishments, plus the base. So let's go ahead and we'll take the embellishments out and show you the base. So this is the base, and the base has the cardinal that has been stamped on some parchment paper. We call that a tattoo. Added some lace, made a little tab here, and this heart here. And so the base, that is the base. Now we did add a pocket over here, and our pocket has this tab is part of the pocket, and this down here, and then we glittered the angel's wings. Okay, and so this is one of our embellishments. I think that takes us to 5 embellishments that we have so far. So that pocket was added extra. We have this large tag. It has a pocket, and it has an index card in it, and we added some of the cardstock to the back. We added this up here, and we left it so that you could see the blessings from the card. This goes right inside here, right? Nope, it goes in here. Okay, so it goes there. This is the other large card, and it is a trifold fold up. Okay, it has ink, and then we added gold. We did the gold messy string and a little sticker, and that goes right in there. And then we took one of the note papers, added the stickers, the ticket stickers on top of it, and then I put the napkin over all of that. Then we went ahead and added this little piece of the trim, the faux wax seal, and then some staples. So we have a journaling tag there. And then for the middle size of this one, we have a guest check, and we've put it behind the wallpaper, added the bottom of the guest check here, this, and added her, and we stitched right over the top of them. That goes right there. Then this was the angel, the small tags. Okay, we've gone around the outside with the gold. We've added several different papers to the inside and staples, and that one goes right there. Then we have a piece of the Prima cardstock. We've added a guest receipt on the inside with a little ticket and a piece of the card that was left over. Some bubble paper that we had, and this is from the guest check also. Okay, so added bubble paper, guest check, and the guest check tab. Okay, so that's fold over tuck and tack using a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Next we have our privacy envelope tuck and flip, and I decided to add this to an envelope because I wanted to do another type of double tuck in my idea book. So I stenciled on this side of the envelope. This is one of my embellishments. I used the antique ribbon closure technique. I have this and I put it upside down, so it is a top tuck, and this could go over a page. Okay, so it would be really pretty to go over a page. Actually, we could go over a page like that. So an over the page tag with a top tuck, and I like that. I like that better than having it just plain. Okay, then this is the flip, and our flip, we put her inside, and we have an index card, journaling card with the wallpaper and sewing and inking, and then this little card, and we've added stamping the words and some of the thread, and it fits in there perfect. I think that's awesome. Okay, here we have our fabric flip. We have our fabric flip. I went ahead and cut into this and added the fabric flip with the Stack-A-Note. Our Stack-A-Note has some stamping on here. We have the trim, and we used the glittered fingernail polish. And so this is going to be added to something else. So I thought I'd just leave it, rather than adding something to it and making it more bulky. We'll use something from what we've got here. Next we have our policy envelope, and I actually made mine to be a page. Mine is meant to be, it's a policy envelope page with dangle wrap closure. Okay, so this is my dangle wrap closure. Goes around like that. So what'll happen is this will go into the journal, and it's going to get bound right there, and then we'll be closing it. Okay, so there's tape here to close it up. Okay, so there's tape here and here. So we'll close that, and then we'll close that, and that'll close my policy envelope up. And then I have a guest check, so that's number 6, a guest check embellishment. And it has dryer sheet, bling, wallpaper, a tattoo, and stencil. All those things on it. And you can see I left the bottom on it because it needed to be really long. And that'll be living in there. And then this one, because I've got the tape here and the tape down here, I was going to have a pocket. So this one is a tag with a job. Okay, so there's my tag, and its job is to hold this. And this is one of the small tags, and we went ahead and folded the third piece in, and so gave us writing space in there. So tag with a job. I think tag with a job is 6. I'll have to recount. We'll do that after. Okay, next I have my what did we call this? Just 6-pack flip. 6-pack flip. Okay, so believe in the magic of Christmas. We have some glitter fingernail polish, and the words are added to the base, and then also right here we added the trim. Okay, now we have here a fold up note. Okay, so just a fold up note, because sometimes you just need a fold up note. That needs to be decorated, actually. We have a tag. Okay, so it's inked, it's got flowers, and it's got words. And we have this one here, and this one also. Okay, I remember now, I made this and I did not finish the ensemble pieces, so I have to go in and I'll have to add a couple things to this and add some things to this. Okay, but that's our 6-pack. And our last one is our envelope flap up double pocket. And this one we also made out of a Friday freebie. We added the picture in the window and the words here. We added words from the Tim Holtz. This was a really pretty AARP envelope that had this bluish gray. And so I wanted to use that. This image was part of the Friday freebie. We added lines here. We have a little tag that has inking. It has some of the drywall tape, the backing, and the trim. And then on this side, we have a tag that has been inked, stamped, and we made a stamp out of a one of the tinies. Added some dryer sheet and some staples. And this was one of those tags from Joann's. And then we have, this was the little envelope. And we've got a couple of things. We've got an ice coupon book in there, cover, and another little thing. And this envelope was part of the Friday freebie, and so was this little tag. So they are extra. They're in this little tag pocket. That's extra. We just need to have the 2 things. So this is a wallpaper tag, and that can be in here. And then here we have a plain card messy note paper, and so that would be number 7. And let's see, we've got staples, we've got a variety of papers, and we have dyed paper. So we're good. We got all of our things there. We did go ahead and add the thread through this tag. This tag was also from the Joann's. If I decorated this, that could be something, but that's okay. Okay, so those are my my items that I have so far. And so yeah, so we will come back and tomorrow and go through and figure out exactly what we have and how many things we need to make, and we will make them and add them and add them into the journal. And they can, the 12 embellishments, they can be anything. Okay, they can be anything. You know what we have? Our extra, that's right, this is an edge, and we built that and we put it on here, and that was one of our embellishments, and we put it on the extra bubble paper out of the strips. So 2 strips of paper, the trim, and the words. So that would give us 8. So we'll need 4 more. So we'll be back tomorrow, and we are going to make 4 more embellishment ideas for you. We'll go over the embellishments that we're counting. And so, yeah. And then we'll figure out how in the heck we're going to put all this together. So, Do you have a favorite thing that you made? Was there something that you saw me make this time that you hadn't seen before? I love the embossed napkin. I think that's my favorite. My favorite thing is finding that second piece of napkin that was like it was embossed. I think that's my favorite. And I love this angel kit. I am really enjoying using it. So there we go. Okay. 12 page ensembles filled. 12 bulky pages. No, embellished but not bulky pages. And 8 different embellishments. We have several tags in there, several journaling cards of different types and sizes. But we need 4 more embellishment ideas. So we'll be back with that tomorrow. Let me know what was your favorite in the description or in the comments down below. This is my favorite. I love this. And then I love that I was able to use that on that double tuck also. I think that with the, oh, and this is going to be really cool when that gets put into the center. Don't you think? I do have another policy envelope that we made, the one out of the treat bag, and that's going to go in here somewhere. I did make some extra things while we were going through, so yeah, there we go. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.